Okay, hi guys, how are we all doing? So this is me here. We are going to be cutting a beautiful kimono. This kimono, the first thing we are going to do is mark out the shoulder measurement divided by 2, and the next thing is to bring out the wideness of the neck width, which is 4 inches. I don't know why I'm using 4 inches, but I'm just using 4 inches because this person is a plus size, extra large person. And the next thing I did for the back was to take out 1 inch, I think 1 inch or 1.5. That was the next thing I did for the front neck depth. This cloth is actually folded into 4, the front and the back. So I mark out the neck width for the front and at the back. That's what I did there. So after plotting that out, so the next thing I did, I mark out my bust depth, which I actually did for the depth of the bust, which is okay. The other thing I did there is then the shoulder slope, which is 1 inch. I mark out 1 inch. This kimono is a cut together of sleeve. So that's the shoulder slope. The next thing I did is to mark out the neck and the bust line, which I divided my bust measurement by 4. The bust, exactly that measurement. The next thing was the waist, and I mark out the hip measurement. So the next thing I did is I mark out the bust width, the bust circumference, which is bust measurement divided by 4. I did same for the waist. I did same to the hip. Then I take it to the length of the kimono. So at the bust measurement, I went down with 3 inches to get the wideness to help for my armhole and for the sleeve wideness. So then the next thing I did here is to add the allowance. I'm actually using 3 inches to each. So this kimono is actually a straight one because our bust is equivalent to our hip measurement. So everything just went. So the waist measurement wasn't actually needed. So I just make use of straight measurement. So I wanted it to be a little bit free. That's why I added the 3 inches allowance. So then I connect to how wide I want my sleeve to be. So I checked how wide it should be, and it was okay. Then I curve out the armhole side so that when sewing, I would definitely not have problem with that. That's what I did there. So basically, yeah, that's everything about kimono. So the next thing is for you to just slant the neck depth of the front, and I cut out the neck, and every other thing is actually the same. So the next thing I'm going to be cutting out what I just plotted. Cut out the lengths. I cut out the lengths first. Then the material is actually not too much, and we are still going to bring out the front pocket because this kimono is going to be having a front pocket, not a side pocket. I'm going to show you the after look of this beautiful kimono. It's as simple as this, the way you see it. The way I'm cutting it, that's just the way it is. There's nothing big deal about this. So I cut out the back neck first, then I cut out the shoulder slope. I always put shoulder slope in my kimono. I don't know, some people don't, which that's the way they want it. Then the next thing I did, I cut out the neck. So I actually did some alteration on this, which I eventually missed to put. I was supposed to put where I mark out my 2 inches out of this kimono, but I just did where I slice or slit or cut out the middle, and that's it. Okay, the alteration I did, me looking at this picture, you realize that something was actually cut off from that part. Just try as much as possible to go back to that picture. You will see the alteration I did here, so that I'll be able to form that yoke, that collar in front of this video. I cut off like 2 inches so that I'll be able to form this particular design you're seeing. Most people will not let you know, most people will not let you see it, but that's what I did to be able to form this beautiful kimono you are looking at. I do tried, right?